Hello friends, welcome to Astro Vishakha Astrology channel. Today we're going to discuss about Cancer Ascendant. We are going to, when we're talking about the Cancer Ascendant, always keep in mind that it's a Cancer rising people and think that person is very emotional or he cries a lot or he's always feel rather than speech. That's not at all. Cancer Ascendant is lot more things are happening with the Cancer Ascendant. So let's get little deep into that. So, who is Ascendant Lord? Ascendant Lord for Cancer Ascendant is Moon. Moon is very fickle minded. Moon is your mind, your subconscious mind. It's not your body, it's your mind. So, Cancer Ascendant, your emotions are always switched on and switched off. Waning and waxing of Moon, your moon's mood will keep changing. You feel things before you understand it. So intuition, because it's a watery sign, it's a memory carrying the intuitions, so you will sense the vibe immediately, it's good or bad. Now that's actually useful, that's a real strength for the Cancer Ascendant. But the problem is, if your moon is weak, afflicted, then the same sensitivity flips on you. You start overthinking, you get anxious very easily. And honestly, people can manipulate you with their without much efforts, because you can emotionally driven, you're influenced by the emotions. And the biggest thing in the Cancer Ascendant, protect your mental peace. Seriously, your foundation is based on moon, so everything else built on that. So mind is very crucial. Now personality, Cancer Ascendant people usually have a very approachable attitude. They're very soft face, they're very calm, easy to talk, and they easily adjust. People notice this. The strangers opens up to you very randomly. They do a very deep conversation with you. Yet that's the moon energy coming through physically. This is the ascendant where the moon shows physical phenomena. You also love being home. You love your home. You caring people, comfortable spaces, familiar people. You enjoy with them. You don't need drama. You need peace. You need calmness. And honestly, that's the completely fine. Now, children. Let's talk about children and family. Let's talk first about children. So, okay, family is a huge deal for Cancer Ascendant. Fifth house is a house where it covers your kids and falls in sign Scorpio. Mars rules it, but you love your children very intense, extremely protective and possessive, which is beautiful, but it can go too far. Sometimes you hold on that tight that a relationship starts feeling suffocating for the children, because you get too much involved in their day-to-day activity for other person and for you as well. So Parashara actually talks about this, is that he calls it moha, basically love that becomes a shackle and attachment becomes the problem. So the remember is one thing in that, in your mind, your family, you love your family fully and agree, but give them space too, so that life can be easy. Emotional flowness should be controlled at certain point of time. Now marriage is another area. This is where Cancer Ascendant needs to be a extreme important area, and that you need to give attention to that. Your seventh house, there's a marriage house, is Capricorn. Saturn rules it, and not just seventh, Saturn also rules your eighth house. So house is of hidden things, secrets, sudden changes, transformations. So marriage for Cancer Ascendant is not simple. It's a very tough thing to manage. It carries a real karmic weight. If you rush into too young or too emotionally, it get hard fast, and that kind of response will come. It's very tough. So classical texts are pretty clear on this. Cancer Ascendant people need to be more mature before they commit. So that's another area which Cancer Ascendant people have a challenge. They overcome it because they don't think. The commitment sometimes not get mature, don't get fructify. So that's a challenge come to the Cancer Ascendant. So take your time, observe the personal properly. And because of Saturn, he rewards patience. How much you control your need for partner, you need to control that. And you really can do this. Marry in a rush, and Saturn make you to pay for it, and real tough and slowly. Let's talk about career. All right, let's talk career. Career is what? Something people don't realize about Cancer Ascendant. Mars is a Yoga Karaka planet because it's the Mars is a lord of fifth as well as 10th house. So what happens? Mars is your biggest friend. So when it comes to success, it rules your fifth house. Your career life, your workplace is going to be extremely tough, or it's a battle where you lead this battle in front. You don't remain behind, and you use your intelligence because fifth lord is also Mars and 10th lord is also Mars. You use your career with brave attitude and with intelligence and together. So when Mars is strong in your chart, you can go really far. You can achieve all top positions, your leadership, or even real authority. You get power. But please understand, you keep evolving in the 10th house. Your will say that your attitude is very important, and your impulse and energy is very important. That will only make sure you win it, because you take your job as a war. You want to lead it front. So now Venus rules your fourth and 11th house. So that also covers your comfort and income. So well placed Venus will bring good money and great lifestyle, very luxury lifestyle. So here is a tip straight from the classics. If your seventh house is strong, don't just look for a job. Think about business as well. That's the idea I am just giving. Trading luxury items or precious stones or anything water related work really well for Cancer Ascendant. But if Mars, Rahu, and Saturn are creating trouble in your chart, then sports, defense, or a competitive field will be good for you and you will actually shine there. So use your energy, don't suppress it. Now let's talk about spirituality and remedies. So if I talk about 12th house of Cancer Ascendant in Gemini, it's ruled by Mercury. The house shows where your money and energy goes. If it is well placed, naturally it's generous. You will be generous, charitable, and giving. You're helping others. But if it is afflicted, money just disappear, and you don't even know where the money has gone. And this is the challenge comes with the Cancer Ascendant. So you actually become sometime directionless in the spirituality. That's the issue you will face. On the spiritual side, you will be Parashara recommends that Lord Shiva is a important deity for you as a Cancer Ascendant, because it you rule moon and moon is ruled by Lord Shiva. It makes complete sense. Moon is your ruling planet. Shiva is the carries the moon on his head. So worshipping Lord Shiva directly strengthen your Lord. So Monday fasting, Mauna Vrata, not speaking for some time daily. At least you can make a habit some that you keep quiet for some time in a daily basis, and that will strengthen your Lord, strengthen your mind, and also chant Shiva mantras. There are multiple mantras are there, Shivashtakam or Mahamrutyunjaya mantra or even Om Namah Shivaya can also work. These are genuinely helpful for you to build your strength, especially on the spiritual side, because again, Shiva gives that direction. And if you want to wear a gemstone, obviously pearl is the best. I think that will set your things in the right track. Obviously, you need to see the planetary placement before you finalizing any jewelry or gems. Silver setting, right hand is important, and that's where you can look at how this overall Cancer Ascendant people will get the experience. So, hope you like my short video, especially on the Cancer Ascendant. It covers all important areas of your life, and we'll do such various topics on various ascendant, but this is about Cancer Ascendant. If you like my video, give a like sign, and if you love my channel, do subscribe, and yes, share with friends and family who are having Cancer Ascendant. Thank you. Have a great day.